All right, welcome back to the program. It's happy hour on this Friday, October 30. It's now 23 and a half minutes away from 9 o'clock. Of course, John Laws. Who's coming up after 9, Keith?
Yes, he is coming in after 9 o'clock.
He gets here at about 2:02.
2 minutes to 9. I know exactly my moves.
There you go. And he rolls in some of the finest pieces of machinery on four wheels that you've ever seen in your life.
I can imagine, yeah.
Oh, boy, oh, boy.
Yeah.
All right, so just before we went to the break in the news, we were talking about, well, a whole range of things. But I wanted to move on to this dull voices. I mean, gone are the days of Hawke, Keating, Howard.
Yeah, John Howard was one. Even though people said he was dull, it was one of the last of the very distinctive voices.
True.
And then suddenly along came Kevin Rudd. Let me just say, and from that point on, it got more and more flat, is I guess the word I'd use.
I love Kevin. Do that again, please.
Let me just say, it's so nice, even though I have been accused of speaking to a certain man in America. But what happened is we met at Scores nightclub and it was dark and I couldn't see the specificity. But after
Well, we
him
were trying to get another
and
chat
then-
with Kevin. There goes that. Right out the window, but that's all right.
And then look, after him came Tony Abbott, and look, there's another very flat voice.
But you've got it down pat.
Well, look, it's a bit colder here in England, and it's so cold I actually have to wear hummingbird smugglers. So these days I've got to be careful. Anything I think of, is that safe? Scott Morrison, just an ordinary suburban bloke. Nothing really distinctive about his voice.
What about Dan Andrews?
Dan Andrews. Let me. I have a transcript. Look, they're the figures. Happy to take questions, so ask me anything I like. But I thought some people think he's the greatest thing ever, and the ones who are bothered by him feel that he speaks in a bit of a patronising tone.
Sure.
So it's true that one night I heard him saying, now listen, I'm only going to say this once. Stop whinging. Stop complaining. Don't butt in with things that don't concern you. If I have to say this again, there's going to be real trouble here. I don't mean to be mean, but because I love you very much, but there is a limit. Now, we'll talk tomorrow, but right now, I want you to clean your teeth and go to bed, right? This has been an address to the people of Victoria by the Premier, Daniel Andrews.
So good.
Is Anthony Albanese, and I think, that he's got... I ran for leader of the Labor Party because he's got a really distinctive voice.
We love Albo on this program.
And in America, of course, you got Donald Trump saying, I am looking forward very much to 4 more years as the apprentice of the United States.
No, president.
Oh, president, sorry.
Yeah, get that right, Donald.
And on the other side, you've got Joe Biden saying very, very hairy legs. And let me say, I am running for the job of President of the United States of Armenia.
America.
Oh, America. Sorry. That was his wife going,
wake up.
America.
Wake up, Joe. Wake up.
This is Senator Darren Hinch. I would like to ask the Prime Minister, why didn't you back the former PM, Kevin Rudd, for the position of Secretary-General of the United Nations?
Look, I've said this before. Look, I told Mr. Rudd, when it comes to egomaniacal, backstabbing little narcissists, look, there's only room for one, and that's me. Now, go away, Kevin. This is terribly unfair. I deserve the job. Let me sing about my glorious life. Now, this is the tale of Kevin Rudd, who went from saviour to a total dud. Since Copenhagen, I was in the poo, so now I'd like to talk about myself to you. It's fascinating. Can I just say, let me sing this. When I was a lad, in Queensland we could see that I was meant for the bureaucracy, so I studied very hard and went overseas, where I played a prissy diplomat in embassies. My way with words got publicity, like detailed programmatic specificity.
It sounds impressive, but despite the spin, it means bugger all in English or in Mandarin. The second thing I'd sing is this. My cash splash meant that I would please some people who were dead or living overseas. I'm always in a plane. You pay my fare, so I can brag about my carbon footprint everywhere. I was popular in my first year by telling you exactly what you'd like to hear, but the ETS exposed my way of promising the earth but giving sweet FA. The next chapter in my fascinating life will be coming up soon. Incidentally, I recently bumped into Laurie Oakes in the Parliament House men's room, and I said, "I've finished leaking, Laurie. I've got a zip." Oh! Right on the Bill Shorten. Everything on the CD that I brought in of all my parody songs is dating because, you know, how quickly the news changes.
No. That will never date.
But it might date me if Kevin Rudd hears it.
Oh no! Next time he comes on, I'm going to play it to him.
Oh no!
Anyway, all right. So we haven't got long to go.
Yeah, okay.
So if you wouldn't mind, look, I'm no expert at reading commercials like you are,
right.
and I'm just wondering if you wouldn't mind doing us a
Sure,
solid.
I'll do it nice and briskly because the client, as typical, has put a few too many words in for a 30-second commercial. But here we go.
Or it's a minute.
I'll start in my straight voice and then we
Please.
might try something else.
Thank you.
When your strata complex unit or your commercial building is in need of repairs or upgrades, Network Construction Services are the remedial building specialists with over 70 years of combined industry experience.
Hello world, this is John Laws. For waterproofing, concrete, cancer repairs, facade and cladding replacements, structural repairs, upgrades to electrical and fire services, and improving accessibility, the experts at Network Construction Services
morning,
can do
John.
it all.
Morning,
Oh,
Lawsy.
no.
No, I don't.
I might move to another voice from old radio,
Oh.
Alan Jones. If you need repairs, refurbishments or maintenance to your strata complex unit or commercial building, and you need it completed on time, within budget, and to the very highest standards of quality, Network Construction Services are the remedial building specialists you can trust. Oh, one of those builders. You can find out more at Network Construction Services.